We used to wake up every morning to problems. Complaints. Delays. Angry clients. And every day felt like survival. We were running our business reactively. Fixing issues after they broke. Saying sorry after the damage was done. Until one day, someone asked a different question. What if we could see the problem before it happens? That question changed everything. We built a system that could predict when a client would face trouble. And fix it before they ever noticed. Suddenly, we weren't apologizing anymore, we were anticipating. And that's when we realized. Innovation isn't about new tools. It's about a new mindset. Stop reacting. Start foreseeing. Because in business and in life, the future doesn't belong to those who respond the fastest, but to those who see it coming.
We thought we were doing everything right. Fast replies. Perfect pitches. Impressive results. But something was missing, something we couldn't see on the charts. We were so focused on selling that we stopped listening. Every meeting became a checklist. Every client became a transaction. Then one day, a client said words we'll never forget. "You're not hearing us." That sentence hit harder than any rejection ever could. That week, we stopped pitching and started asking. We stopped talking and started understanding. And for the first time, we heard the people behind the contracts. We realized business isn't about being right. It's about being real. Listening didn't just save that client. It changed how we lead, how we serve, and how we grow, because at the end of the day, people don't stay because you sell well. They stay because they feel heard. We built it to answer questions. Fast. Efficient. Perfectly automated. A system that never tired, never forgot, never felt. For a while, it worked. Every message was precise, every response instant. But something was missing, something we couldn't code. That moment changed everything. A single message, raw, human, real. It wasn't a query. It was emotion. And our system had no answer for that. So we started teaching it more than logic. We taught it how to listen. How to pause. How to care. How to be human, in a digital way. Slowly, the machine began to change. It wasn't just responding anymore, it was connecting. Clients stopped feeling like tickets. They started feeling seen. That's when we learned the truth. Innovation isn't about replacing people. It's about reminding technology how to serve them better. We had just launched what we believed was our best work yet. The numbers were rising. The feedback looked good. Until one comment changed everything. It wasn't angry. It was honest. But those words hit harder than any bad review ever could. Because deep down, they were right. Somewhere between growth and goals. We had started chasing numbers instead of people. Efficiency had replaced empathy. Process had replaced purpose. That one comment became a mirror. It showed us what success had blinded us to see. We started rebuilding, this time, around the customer, not the product. Slowly, things began to shift. Clients felt it. We felt it. And all it took was one voice brave enough to tell the truth. Feedback isn't failure. It's a mirror, one that only the humble have the courage to face. There was a time our product had everything. Every feature we could think of, every cool idea our team could build. But something strange happened. The more features we added, the less people used it. We were solving problems nobody asked for. Until one day, someone asked the only question that mattered. What if we made it simpler? So we stripped away the noise. We focused on one thing, doing one task perfectly. And suddenly, everything changed. Clients smiled again. Teams moved faster. The product felt alive. That's when we learned. Innovation isn't about adding more. It's about removing what doesn't matter. Because in a world that celebrates complexity, simplicity still wins. There was a week we almost shut it all down. The numbers weren't moving. The clients had gone quiet. And the team? Tired, silent, unsure if the dream still made sense. We had given everything, time, energy, faith. And it still felt like nothing was working. But that's the thing about breakthroughs. They never arrive looking like progress. That night, someone whispered, "Let's just try one more time." We did. And that one decision changed everything. The next morning, a client replied. Then another. Then a deal. It wasn't luck. It was endurance. Because sometimes, the miracle doesn't come before you break. It comes because you didn't. Growth didn't start when we built more features. It started when we asked a better question. For months, we kept asking, how do we sell more? But one afternoon, during a quiet strategy session, someone asked something different. Why do our customers buy us at all? That one question changed everything. We stopped chasing numbers and started chasing understanding. We realized people weren't buying the product. They were buying what it made them feel. Security, control, progress, confidence. That's when innovation stopped being about invention and became about insight. Because real growth doesn't come from knowing what to build next. It comes from knowing why they cared in the first place. For years, they sent surveys. Emails no one opened. Questions no one cared to answer. They called it feedback. But it was really noise. One day, someone asked, what if feedback wasn't a form, but a conversation? So they started listening differently. Every chat, every call, every silence became a signal. The AI didn't just collect data. It connected dots. And slowly, innovation stopped coming from inside the boardroom and started coming from the voices they'd been ignoring. What they learned changed everything. Because progress doesn't begin with invention. It begins with listening. They used to sell machines. Steel, parts, numbers, nothing more. Every deal ended when the contract was signed. Every thank you was the last word. Until one question changed everything. What if we stopped selling products and started selling peace of mind? So they redesigned everything. Service, support, delivery. Not to move more boxes, but to move people forward. They didn't just fix problems. They predicted them. They didn't just serve clients. They partnered with them. The result? Growth that lasted. Because it was built on trust, not transactions. That day, they realized. You can copy a product. But you can't copy a partnership. It started with a mistake. Not the kind that ruins a system. But the kind that ruins trust. Emails leaked. Deadlines missed. Clients left without answers. The board wanted silence. PR wanted spin. But the founder said no. If we built this company on trust, he said, then we'll rebuild it the same way. So they published everything. The failure. The fix. The lesson. Even the parts that hurt. And something strange happened. The clients they thought they lost came back. Because people don't expect perfection. They expect honesty. The company didn't just repair its reputation. It reinvented it. That day, they learned. The strongest brand promise is the one you refuse to break. The dashboard was green. The charts were up. The team celebrated another record month. But something felt off. The inbox was quieter. The calls, fewer. The loyal customers, silent. We were measuring everything. Except what mattered. Behind the perfect metrics, people were quietly leaving. It wasn't a data problem. It was a listening problem. One analyst noticed the silence and dug deeper. What they found wasn't a drop in performance. It was a drop in connection. That day, we learned that numbers tell you what, but only people tell you why. And sometimes, the loudest warning signs are the ones your data can't see. Complaints were rising. Reports were piling up. The numbers said handle it. But the CEO didn't call a meeting. He opened the chat window. For 1 week, he answered every message himself. Every frustrated tone. Every late-night question. Every "are you even listening?" He didn't just read problems. He felt them. He saw what no dashboard could show. The small moments that build or break trust. When the week ended, something changed. Not the customers. The company. Because when leadership listens, culture follows. That day, empathy wasn't just a department. It became the DNA of how they worked. At first, customers only reached them from 9 to 5. Then 5 turned into frustration. Questions piled up overnight. Tickets delayed. Silence filled the weekends. They realized loyalty doesn't clock out. So they built a portal that never slept. Human. AI. Seamless. Always on, always listening. It didn't just answer questions. It anticipated them. Clients began to stay, not because of price or policy, but because they felt seen. The world runs 24/7. And now, so did trust. Because when your doors never close, neither does your connection. Hay thought they understood their clients. Every report, every graph, said they did. Until one day, someone asked, when was the last time we actually saw what they see? So they did something bold. They became their own customers. They signed up, waited in queues, used their own tools. And what they found wasn't failure. It was friction. Tiny frustrations hidden behind polite feedback. Delays. Confusion. Silence. But they also found something beautiful. Opportunities waiting in plain sight. When they fixed what they finally felt, satisfaction doubled. Retention soared. That day, they learned. Empathy isn't built in meetings. It's built in motion. When you walk in your customer's shoes, you don't just see their journey. You see your future. Every renewal season felt the same. Discounts. Promises. Deadlines. Until one company decided to ask, what if loyalty wasn't a deal, but a connection? Instead of cutting prices, they added care. Mental health sessions for client teams. Wellness check-ins. Small human gestures in a corporate world. It wasn't marketing. It was meaning. And soon, renewal rates didn't just rise. Relationships did. Because people don't stay for cheaper deals. They stay for deeper ones. That year, their most powerful product wasn't software or service. It was kindness. And kindness became the new competitive advantage. It happened without warning. Servers crashed. Emails failed. Phones went silent. 12 hours. No service. No answers. No way out. But instead of hiding, they spoke. Every hour, an update. Every mistake, admitted. Every question, answered honestly. Customers were angry. But they weren't abandoned. And when the system finally came back online, something strange happened. The outrage faded. Gratitude took its place. Because trust doesn't vanish in a crisis. It's proven by it. That day, they didn't just recover their systems. They recovered their credibility. They had a product that could do everything. Every update added another feature. Every meeting added another idea. Until one day, a client said, "We just want it to work." That sentence changed everything. They stopped adding. They started subtracting. Features were trimmed. Buttons redesigned. The noise turned into clarity. And suddenly, everything worked again. Simplicity wasn't the absence of ambition. It was the essence of it. Because real innovation isn't in what you add. It's in what you remove. We almost let it go. The idea was too small, too uncertain, too different. It didn't fit the plan we'd written. It didn't sound like what success was supposed to sound like. But someone, just one voice, said, "What if we're looking at it the wrong way?" That question stopped the room. We looked again. We saw what we hadn't before, not a small idea, but a seed with a story waiting to grow. Weeks passed. The noise of doubt faded. And what began as a whisper became our breakthrough. We learned that vision isn't about predicting the future. It's about paying attention when something small starts to glow. Great ideas rarely arrive loud. Listen for the quiet ones. It was the biggest offer we'd ever seen. The kind that could change numbers overnight, but maybe not hearts. We had to choose. Chase the gain, or protect the promise we'd made when we started. To never sell what we wouldn't stand behind. That night, we walked away. No applause. No headlines. Just peace. Months later, the clients who stayed didn't just remember what we built. They remembered who we were when it mattered. Because trust doesn't come from clever words. It comes from quiet decisions. The ones no one sees, but everyone feels. Promises don't build brands. Keeping them does. We used to chase milestones like they were finish lines. Numbers, deals, launches, all the proof we thought we needed. But somewhere along the way, something changed. We realized the real growth wasn't in what we gained, but in what we became. Every mistake taught us humility. Every success reminded us of the responsibility that comes with it. And every person who believed, even when it was hard, became part of our story. We're still learning. Still building. Still listening. Because the distance we've come is just the beginning of where we're going. Growth isn't measured by how far we've gone, but by how deeply we've changed. Before the brand, there were hands. Before the strategy, there was sweat. Before the story, there were people who refused to let what they dreamed stay only in their minds. They weren't chasing applause. They were building something that would last longer than trends. A promise that excellence still matters. Because real builders don't stop at good enough. They stay a little longer. They fix the parts no one will ever see. Not for recognition, but because integrity leaves fingerprints. These are the hands that built it. Not from perfection, but from persistence. Every masterpiece begins with someone who cared more than they had to. When people talk about success, they mention the launch days, the wins, the big announcements. But they rarely talk about the ones who stayed late. The builders who stayed behind. When everyone else went home. Not because they were told to, but because their work meant something to them. They're the ones who catch mistakes before customers feel them. The ones who rewrite broken processes. The ones who refuse to let tomorrow arrive messy. These late nights never make it into the headlines. But they shape the future more than we realize. Because every great company, every movement, every lasting idea was carried forward by people the world didn't see. Greatness is often built long after the world stops watching. Before reality, there was belief. Before a single customer, before a single sale, before anyone understood the dream, we had a blueprint. Not a perfect plan. Not a guaranteed path. Just hope, sketched into lines. We didn't know how it would work. We didn't know if it would work. But builders don't wait for certainty. They move with conviction. Some days, that blueprint felt impossible. Other days, it felt like destiny. But we kept refining it. Adding details. Removing what didn't matter. Staying faithful to the purpose behind the plans. And slowly, line by line, decision by decision, belief became structure. Hope became progress. And the future we imagined became the one we started to build. Everything that exists today started as a brave idea on an empty page. There are moments in business when the noise becomes too loud. Too many ideas. Too many directions. Too many voices leaning in at once. And then someone asks a question so simple. It resets the entire room. Are we building what matters? Or what's easiest to explain? It wasn't about features. Or strategy decks. Or what the market expected. It was a mirror. A reminder of why we started. Builders learn this lesson sooner or later. Growth isn't about doing more. It's about doing what's right. And from that moment, the confusion faded. The path sharpened. The work regained meaning. The right question can save years of building in the wrong direction. For weeks, maybe months, nothing seemed to move. The numbers stayed flat. The efforts felt invisible. The progress, painfully hidden. Builders know this season. The silent one. The one where you question everything. Then one day, without warning, the results finally speak. Not because of luck. Not because of miracles. But because consistency eventually rewards the patient. Every tiny improvement. Every uncomfortable growth step. Every decision to keep showing up was compounding in silence. And on that day, the day the results finally spoke, we understood something important. Success doesn't arrive loudly. It arrives faithfully. Your work is working, even on the days it feels invisible. Sometimes a product doesn't fail because it's bad. Sometimes it fails because it's unclear. For months, we believed customers weren't interested. We thought the market was cold. The timing was wrong. Or the niche was too small. But the truth was simpler. People weren't confused about the value. They were confused about how to get to it. The onboarding was noisy. The steps were too many. The interface demanded effort the customer shouldn't have to give. Then we made one decision. Make the experience effortless. One feature per screen. One action per moment. One path to value, not 10. And suddenly, numbers changed. Not because we added more features, but because we removed the friction. People don't choose the best product. They choose the simplest one that solves their problem. We didn't outspend competitors. We didn't outshout them. We simply did what we said we would do. Over and over again. Deadlines were met. Promises were kept. Mistakes were owned publicly. Over time, something invisible formed, trust. Clients returned without being chased. Referrals came without incentives. Negotiations became easier. Lesson: trust compounds quietly. And in business, consistency is one of the most powerful strategies you'll ever use. At first, we blamed the market. Low demand. Price sensitivity. Bad timing. But when we looked closer, the problem wasn't outside. It was inside. Our message was unclear. Our offer was complicated. Our onboarding confused customers. Once we fixed those, the market problem disappeared. Lesson: before blaming the market, check your clarity. Growth stalls more often because of confusion than competition. We hired talented people. Smart. Experienced. Confident. But the ones who performed best shared one trait. They learned faster than everyone else. They asked better questions. Adapted quickly. Let go of old assumptions. In a changing environment, talent gets you started. Learning keeps you relevant. Lesson: the most valuable skill in business is the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. At first, feedback felt personal. Every comment sounded like criticism. Every suggestion felt like an attack. So we defended, explained, justified, until we realized something. Defending feedback was slowing progress. When we started listening without reacting, patterns appeared. The same issues. The same friction points. That's where improvement lived. Lesson: feedback isn't a verdict on your worth. It's data. And data, when used well, fuels growth. Everyone was working hard. Long hours. Full calendars. Constant motion. But results stayed flat. So we asked a different question. What actually moves the business forward? Meetings were reduced. Outputs became clearer. Ownership replaced activity. Suddenly, progress became visible. Lesson: productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things, consistently. Opportunities were everywhere. New ideas. New partnerships. New markets. Saying yes felt exciting. But it stretched focus thin. When we started saying no to good ideas, not bad ones, our strategy became clearer. Resources concentrated. Execution improved. Results followed. Lesson: focus grows stronger every time you say no to distraction. For a long time, growth depended on effort. Someone pushing harder. Someone staying later. Someone fixing things last minute. It worked, until it didn't. The real shift came when we stopped asking, "Who will handle this?" and started asking, "What system should handle this?" We documented processes. Automated repeat decisions. Built feedback loops. Suddenly, progress didn't pause when someone was absent. Quality stayed consistent. The business moved forward on its own momentum. Lesson: if your business collapses without you, you don't own a company. You own a job. Systems create freedom. We were tempted by shortcuts. Quick campaigns. Aggressive offers. Short-term spikes. They worked, briefly. But they came with hidden costs. Burned trust. Inconsistent customers. Unstable growth. So we changed direction. We invested in quality. Improved onboarding. Focused on retention instead of hype. Growth became slower. But stronger. More predictable. More resilient. Lesson: fast wins feel good. Long-term thinking builds businesses that last. The signs were there early. A product feature that no longer fit. A market that had shifted. A process that slowed everything down. But we waited. We wanted more certainty. More data. More reassurance. What we didn't realize was that delay had a cost. Opportunities passed quietly. Momentum faded. Confusion grew inside the team. When we finally decided, the outcome wasn't perfect, but progress returned immediately. Lesson: clarity creates movement. Indecision feels safe, but it quietly drains growth. At first, we wanted everyone, every industry, every budget, every opportunity. But trying to serve everyone made our message weak, our offers unclear, our growth inconsistent. So we made a hard decision. We chose one core audience, one clear problem, one strong promise. The result? Marketing became sharper. Sales conversations got easier. Customers finally felt, this is for me. Lesson: growth accelerates when focus sharpens. You don't win by being everywhere. You win by being relevant to the right people. A new hire asked a simple question during onboarding. So, how exactly does this company win? Silence. Everyone knew their tasks, but no one could clearly explain the strategy in one sentence. That moment revealed the real problem. Not execution, not talent, but alignment. We clarified our value proposition, defined what we do and what we don't, connected every role to one clear objective. Product decisions became easier. Meetings became shorter. Momentum returned. Lesson: if your team can't explain how you win, your business is leaking energy. Clarity isn't optional, it's operational fuel. We used to schedule brainstorming sessions. Whiteboards, sticky notes, big ideas. But the breakthroughs never came from those rooms. They came from watching customers struggle, from listening to support calls, from reading feedback without defending ourselves. That's where real ideas lived. In friction, in confusion, in unmet expectations. Once we built solutions around those moments, innovation stopped being forced. It became obvious. Lesson: the best ideas aren't invented. They're discovered by paying attention. We took on a client project that looked exciting but complicated. Features piled up. Workflows tangled. Teams scrambled. At first, we thought it was a challenge to conquer. But halfway through, deadlines slipped. The team was exhausted, and the client was frustrated. We paused and asked a simple question. What is the core outcome the client truly needs? Everything else was removed. All extra steps. All non-essential features. Even internal reporting was simplified. The project finished on time. Clients were happy. Team morale recovered. Lesson: complexity is a silent killer. The simpler the solution, the clearer the impact. Progress isn't about doing more, it's about doing what truly matters. Every week, the report looked good. Traffic was up. Engagement was rising. The dashboard was green. But revenue wasn't moving. So we stopped celebrating the wrong metrics. Instead of vanity numbers, we tracked one question. Did this action move the customer closer to a decision? We shifted focus to conversion paths, time to value, repeat behavior. Suddenly, the story changed. Some popular features didn't matter. Some quiet ones drove real results. Lesson: metrics don't just measure performance. They shape behavior. Track what reflects real progress, not just activity. What if I told you? One simple decision made a company billions. Not by selling more, but by making buying easier? In the early days of Amazon, online shopping wasn't simple. Customers had to click through multiple steps, fill forms, confirm again, and sometimes they just gave up halfway. But Amazon noticed something powerful. People weren't leaving because they didn't want the product. They were leaving because it was too stressful to buy. So instead of pushing more ads, they asked a different question. How can we make this ridiculously easy? That question led to one bold innovation. One-click ordering. No long process. No friction. Just one tap and it's done. Then they went further. They invested heavily in fast delivery, even when it hurt their short-term profits. Why? Not because you convinced them, but because you removed the resistance. So here's a question for you. Where, in your process, are people getting tired, confused, or stuck? And what would happen if you removed just one step? Netflix didn't become a global leader by chance. They grew by paying close attention to one thing: how customers experience their platform. As their user base expanded, they realized something important. People didn't just want content. They wanted ease, personalization, and convenience. So Netflix made a strategic shift. They invested heavily in understanding user behavior. What people watch, when they watch, how they interact with content. Then they turned that data into experience. They introduced personalized recommendations, so every user feels like the platform was built just for them. They simplified the interface, making it easy to find something to watch in seconds. They made streaming seamless across devices: phone, tablet, TV, anytime, anywhere. And they continued to evolve. Every update, every feature, every improvement centered around the customer. The result? Stronger engagement, higher retention, and a platform millions of people rely on daily. Here's the insight. Great companies don't just deliver services. They design experiences around their customers. They listen. They adapt. They innovate. Because when customers feel understood, they stay. And when they stay, business grows. So the question is your organization simply delivering a service, or intentionally designing an experience your customers want to come back to? Because that's where real growth begins. And that's exactly what we help businesses achieve. The car that fixed itself before the driver even knew. It was a quiet morning in Lagos. Tun slid into his Tesla, coffee in one hand, phone in the other. As the car powered on, a notification popped up on the dashboard. Issue detected. Fix applied. No action needed. He frowned. What issue? The car drove perfectly yesterday. No strange sounds. No warning lights. No breakdowns. Just normal. Curious, he tapped the notification. Battery performance anomaly detected overnight. System recalibrated via remote update. Tun blinked. The car had diagnosed itself, sent the data, and fixed the issue while he was sleeping. Behind the scenes, Tesla vehicles are constantly collecting real-time data: battery health, motor performance, software behavior, driving patterns. This data is sent securely to Tesla's system, where intelligent algorithms detect tiny irregularities before they become real problems. Instead of waiting for a breakdown, Tesla predicts. Tesla prevents. Tesla fixes remotely. No mechanic visit. No stress. No downtime. Most companies wait for customers to complain. Tesla doesn't. They solve problems before customers even notice them. And that changes everything. Because when customers feel like, this brand has my back, they are always one step ahead. I don't have to chase solutions. Trust is built effortlessly. Loyalty becomes automatic. Business grows consistently. What if your business could do the same? What if you could? Detect customer frustrations before complaints. Fix service gaps before they escalate. Create seamless, unforgettable experiences. At Customer Touchpoint and Insight, we help businesses move from reactive to proactive. We don't just help you serve customers. We help you understand them deeply, anticipate their needs, and exceed expectations consistently. Using smart data insights, customer journey mapping, innovative experience strategies. We position your business to build trust, drive loyalty, and increase profitability. Because in today's world, the companies that win are not the ones who fix problems fast. They are the ones who make sure customers never experience the problem at all. Picture this. You walk into an Apple store. No chaos. No confusion. Just clean space, bright lighting, and someone already smiling at you. You pick up an iPhone. It feels familiar, even if it's your first time. Later that day, you open your MacBook. Everything syncs. Your photos. Your notes. Your messages. No stress. No friction. Just flow. That's not luck. That's design. This is the silent power behind Apple Incorporated. Now let's make it real. A small business owner, let's call her Tolu, runs an online fashion brand. Her Instagram page is beautiful. Clean colors. Premium vibe. Customers are attracted instantly. But then, they click the link in her bio. The website is slow. Confusing. Looks nothing like her Instagram. They try to order. No clear instructions. No confirmation message. After payment? Silence. No update. No reassurance. No experience. Customers start asking, did my order go through? Can I trust this brand? Some never come back. Now imagine if Tolu learned from Apple. Same business. Different experience. Her Instagram? Clean and premium. Her website? Same colors. Same tone. Same simplicity. Checkout? Smooth. Clear steps. Instant confirmation. After purchase? A message drops immediately. Hey Tolu fam, we've received your order. Here's what happens next. Delivery updates follow. Customer support responds like a human, not a robot. Every touchpoint feels the same. Now customers aren't just buying clothes. They're trusting a system. They're staying. They're telling others. That's the difference. Apple didn't just build products. They built a consistent experience. From the iPhone, to the Mac, to iCloud, to the Genius Bar. Everything feels connected. Predictable. Reliable. And in business, that feeling is everything. Because customers don't remember features. They remember how easy you made their life. So here's the real question. Is your brand one experience? Or many disconnected ones? Because in today's world, consistency isn't just branding. It's trust. It was 9:47 p.m. Ada stood by the roadside in Abuja, her phone clutched tightly in her hand, heart pounding. Her 5-year-old son was burning with fever at home. The last time this happened, she lost him for hours trying to find transportation. Danfo drivers refused her. Taxi drivers haggled endlessly. One even drove off after agreeing on a price. That night, she cried in frustration before she even got home. But tonight was different. With trembling hands, she opened an app, Uber. 2 taps. A car appeared on her screen, 3 minutes away. For the first time, she could see the driver's name, the car plate number, the exact fare before the ride even began. No negotiation. No uncertainty. No fear. Just clarity. As the car moved toward her, she tracked it in real time. Her breathing slowed. When she entered the car, she didn't have to explain directions repeatedly. The route was already mapped. No detours. No surprises. Just a straight path home, to her child. That night, Ada didn't just get a ride. She experienced something deeper. It wasn't just transportation. It was simplicity, intentionally designed. Every step was frictionless. Every touchpoint was clear. Every moment was predictable. And that predictability created something powerful. People don't stay loyal because you are the best. They stay because you are easy to understand, easy to use, easy to trust. That's exactly what Uber mastered. And it's exactly what most businesses are missing. At Customer Touchpoint and Insight, we help businesses remove friction from their customer journey, design simple, seamless experiences, turn confusion into clarity, and convert first-time users into loyal customers. Because growth doesn't come from doing more. It comes from making things easier. Ask yourself honestly, how simple is it to do business with me? Because in a world full of stress, the easiest option always wins. It started with a phone call. Not a sale. Not a complaint. Just a human moment. A customer dialed the support line of Zappos, hoping to return a pair of shoes. But something felt off. Her voice was low, distracted, tired. The customer service representative could have done the normal thing. Process the return. End the call. Move on. But at Zappos, normal was never the goal. Instead, he paused. He listened. And then he asked a simple question. Is everything okay? That's when the truth came out. The customer had just lost her mother. The shoes she was returning? They were meant for the funeral, but they arrived too late. Now pause. Most companies train their staff to follow scripts. Minimize call time. Reduce costs. But Zappos did the opposite. They empowered their employees. No rigid scripts. No pressure to rush. Just one mission. Create a real emotional connection. So instead of ending the call, the representative stayed. He comforted her. He listened like a friend, not an agent. And after the call, he did something no policy required. Zappos sent flowers to her. Not as a marketing move. Not for publicity. Just because they cared. That one act didn't just solve a customer issue. It built something far more powerful. Trust. And trust turns customers into loyal advocates. Here's what made Zappos different. They didn't see customer service as a department. They saw it as their core strategy. While competitors were investing in ads and discounts, Zappos invested in people. They gave their employees the freedom to go beyond expectations, make human decisions, deliver unforgettable experiences. And the result? Customers didn't just come back. They told stories. Stories that spread. Stories that sold the brand better than any advertisement ever could. Backhand index pointing right. Great service is not a cost. Backhand index pointing right. It is a growth strategy. Because when people feel valued, they don't just buy. They belong. How empowered is your customer-facing team? Because at the end of the day, your biggest competitive advantage is not your product. It's how you make people feel. Amara stood in front of a wall of lipsticks, overwhelmed. Every shade looked perfect until she tried it on. One was too bright. Another didn't match her skin tone. And the testers? Smudged. Used. Unhygienic. She sighed. Why is it so hard to just know what will look good on me? Like thousands of other customers, Amara walked out, without buying anything. Then came a game changer. Sephora introduced AR-powered virtual try-ons, a feature that allowed customers to test products instantly using their phone cameras. No mess. No guessing. No pressure. Amara opened the app. With one tap, she tried on a bold red lipstick. Then a nude gloss. Then a smoky eye look. Her face became a canvas, transformed in seconds. Her reaction? Wait, this actually suits me. What changed wasn't just the technology, it was the confidence. Customers like Amara no longer hesitated. They explored more. They experimented freely. They bought with certainty. And for Sephora? Fewer product returns. Higher customer satisfaction. Increased conversion rates. Shopping was no longer a gamble, it became an experience. AR technology, bringing products to life digitally. Interactive shopping, turning browsing into engagement. Personalized experience, helping customers see their perfect fit. Experience drives purchase decisions. When customers can see themselves in the product, hesitation disappears, and confidence takes over. At Customer Touchpoint and Insight, we help businesses create these exact moments, the ones that turn hesitation into confidence, and curiosity into conversion. We don't just introduce technology. We design customer experiences that sell. From immersive solutions like AR to data-driven insights that reveal what your customers truly need, we position your brand where decisions are made, right at the point of experience. At exactly 11:42 p.m., Ada stared at her ceiling in silence. It had been a long day in Lagos, traffic, deadlines, and endless phone calls. Her mind was tired, but sleep refused to come. Almost absent-mindedly, she reached for her phone and opened Spotify. A playlist popped up instantly. Late Night Calm, made for Ada. She paused. Made for me? Curious, she tapped play. The first song began, soft, slow, almost like it understood the chaos she had just survived. Then came another. And another. Each song felt intentional. Not random. Not generic. But personal. She sat up. How does it know? She whispered. What Ada didn't see was the invisible intelligence working behind the scenes. Every song she had skipped. Every track she played on repeat. Every late-night session like this one. Spotify had been quietly learning her patterns. Not just what she listened to, but when she listened, why she listened, and even how she felt when she did. Using AI and behavioral data, Spotify wasn't just streaming music anymore. It was reading moods. Days later, Ada noticed something else. On her way to work, a different playlist appeared. Monday motivation. Upbeat. Energetic. Exactly what she needed to face the day. That's when it clicked. Spotify wasn't just an app. It was an experience. One that said, "We see you. We understand you." And that feeling? It kept her coming back every single day. Customers don't just want products. They want to feel understood. Spotify didn't win by having the most songs. They won by using data plus AI to create deeply personal experiences. Because when customers feel seen, they stay loyal. What if your customers felt the same level of connection? What if every interaction, every message, every service, every touchpoint felt tailored just for them? That's exactly what we do at Customer Touchpoint and Insight. We help businesses understand customer behavior deeply, leverage data and modern technology, create personalized, memorable experiences, turn one-time buyers into loyal advocates. Because when you treat your customers right, they don't just come back. They bring others with them. May hovered over her phone. She wasn't searching. She wasn't typing. She was just scrolling. And yet everything she saw felt like it was made just for her. A pair of sneakers in her favorite color. A skincare set she had only thought about last week. A dress that matched her exact style, elegant, simple, and affordable. She paused. "How is this possible?" she whispered. Miles away, inside the digital ecosystem of Alibaba Group, something extraordinary was happening. This wasn't luck. This was data in motion. Every click May had ever made. Every product she hovered over. Every purchase, pause, and preference. All of it was being quietly analyzed by powerful AI systems. Not to overwhelm her, but to understand her. While traditional stores wait for customers to ask, Alibaba listens before the question is even formed. Their systems process millions of customer behaviors in real time. Patterns emerge. Insights sharpen. So instead of showing everything, they show the right thing. To the right person. At the right moment. Back on May's screen, a notification popped up. Recommended for you. She clicked. Within minutes, her cart was full. Within seconds, her payment was complete. No confusion. No stress. No wasted time. Just a seamless experience that felt almost magical. But here's the real secret. It wasn't magic. It was strategy. Alibaba didn't just sell products. They invested in understanding customer behavior at scale. They used big data to capture millions of interactions, AI to interpret preferences, personalization to create meaningful experiences. And the result? Customers didn't just buy. They came back. What if you could predict what your customers want? Personalize every interaction. Turn first-time buyers into loyal advocates. That's where we come in. At Customer Touchpoint and Insight, we don't just help businesses collect data. We help you understand your customers deeply and act on those insights strategically. From mapping customer journeys to integrating smart technologies, we empower your business to deliver exceptional customer experiences, build lasting relationships, drive consistent growth and profitability, because in today's world, the businesses that win are not the ones that sell the most. They are the ones that understand their customers best.